In this video, I want to share with you 5 things that can distract us from achieving our dreams and goals. And in this video, you're going to hopefully pick up along the way just some ideas that can help you along your journey to success. My name is Yvonne, and the goal in this channel is personal growth. So if you want to improve the quality of your life, click the subscribe button. So let's just dive right into it. You know, I took some notes, so if I'm looking down, I'm just kind of looking at the notes that I have here. The first distraction or obstacle that can affect us from achieving our dreams and goals is limiting beliefs. And see, these limiting beliefs are just programming or conditioning that we've picked up along the way as early as childhood. And these limiting beliefs really affect our lenses and the way we see life. You know, we can see life with maybe dirty lenses. And I know that maybe some of us have used sunglasses or glasses that are a little dirty or blurry. And what do? Well, we reach out to clean it, right? To wipe it. So that way, when we put it back on, we can see life through a new perspective, a clearer perspective. And so, these limiting beliefs really block you from seeing life in a clear way. And so what do I mean by that? For example, let's say you want to start your own business, but something in your heart is telling you, you know, gosh, I don't know. I don't think I should you know, invest my time on that. I'm too busy. And so you're coming up with these excuses. Well, maybe they're just that. Maybe you are too busy. But consider that as a symptom of something deeper. Maybe you've got a limiting belief somewhere in there. And that limiting belief is telling you that you're not enough. Right? You're not good enough. And because you don't feel good enough, you're not going to try. Right? Or there's the self-sabotage, where you begin and you see some success, but this fear affects you and you self-sabotage. So these limiting beliefs, it's really important for us to uproot them, okay? Or like I said in that example, take our lenses, right? Take them off and clean them up. And how do we do that? Well, we do that with what you're doing now, right? Watching videos, you know, motivational and inspirational videos, or even books, picking up personal development, self-help books that are really going to support you to see things in a different perspective. Also surrounding yourself with the people that have already achieved what you want to achieve. So let's say you want to start a business and your family and friends around you don't have something like that. Or maybe you want to start investing and your family and friends around you are not investing in real estate, let's say. Well, guess what? You know, that happened to me, actually, an example. What did I do? Well, I surrounded myself with the people that are. And you might think, well, how? Well, I remember I went online and I searched for a real estate investment community. And there was one at the time. I was living in Ohio. And so I joined the real estate investment group in Cincinnati. And that's how I got surrounded by people that were also interested and are already doing what I wanted to do. And that made me feel more confident in myself. Because I did feel that I was not good enough. And it's not something that, you know, we did. No one around me was doing that. So I was a little scared, okay? But, you know, here's the thing. You've got to overcome those limiting beliefs, okay? With the ways that I just shared with you. The second is, the second way that we introduce distractions and obstacles that can affect us from achieving our dreams and goals is a lack of faith. A lack of faith really can hinder us and block us from what's possible. And I want to share with you a scripture that I'm hoping will help you get past that. And it's found in Hebrews 11:1. It shares with us that the definition of faith, right? Faith is confidence of what is hoped for, right? And even though we don't see it physically, we can see it in our hearts, okay? And I really like that scripture because it really brings up the importance of visualization and using our imagination. And I know we've been programmed, conditioned to believe that imagination is something just for kids, but think about Albert Einstein. You know, he created such an impact in our world and was a genius, was considered a genius. He said that imagination is a preview to life's coming events. You know, there's a quote from him. So we've got to start thinking of using this. Bob Proctor said that our imagination is a mental faculty. So it's a tool that we've been given. And if you don't use the tools, then, you know, you're not going to be able to build very much. So I'm encouraging you to really start using your imagination and use visualization as a tool to help you get clear with what's in your heart and what you know is possible for your life. Okay, and really visualize it as if it's already done. I know, for example, for me, I've always wanted to go to Greece, to visit Greece. So I've literally done that in the mornings. I'll close my eyes and, you know, after doing some breathing work, and I'll visualize myself and my family, my husband and my children in Greece, really looking at the artifacts and, I'm sorry, there's an airplane. Actually, it's a helicopter. Hold on, let's wait. All right, okay, so it's fast. So what was I saying? Yeah, so Greece. So, you know, I'll visualize it, and I'm telling you, I am there. I am so there, to the point where, you know, before visualizing it was just a dream that I had in my heart. But once I started visualizing it and seeing it, that's when I started actually sharing with my husband, I want to go to Greece. You know, we could do this and that and the other. And just to, if you have challenges, I know many of us do, with visualization, what I do to help me is first I do some deep breathing, meditation, and then I put some nice music in the background, close my eyes, really get into it. And it's just like anything else. If we don't use a muscle, it's going to atrophy, right? What is an atrophied muscle? Well, if you don't use it, you lose it, right? So it's going to be limp and limber. So maybe our muscle, our mental muscle on visualization is a little, is not as strong. Don't give up. Keep trying. Remember, it's a muscle. You know, you're going to get better at it. The third obstacle that affects us from achieving our dreams and goals, obstacle and distraction, is risks, right? The risks that come along the way in our life. One way we can overcome these risks is by identifying them, right? Face these fears. Look at our fears right in the face. Don't allow them to keep lurking, right? But what I want you to do is, as you get clear with your dreams and goals, because you've got them written down, right? Write down, for instance, your top 10 dreams and goals for yourself. Maybe a dream home. Maybe you want to start a business, right? Maybe you want to find that relationship of your dreams. You know, things like that. Well, I want you next to that to write down what are possible obstacles or risks that can affect you from achieving it. Let's say, for instance, to start your business, you might struggle with going to bed on time, and you know that's going to affect you to wake up early, so that by waking up early, you can get that hour or two to work on your business. Maybe you work full time, you've got kids, and you don't have much time, and you've got to really, find the time, maybe in the morning. Okay, so what's affecting your ability to do that? Write that down. Maybe you watch TV too late at night, or you're scrolling on social media too late, right? Maybe you don't have a nice evening routine. These types of things, I want you to start mulling over that, thinking about that, and writing it down. Because once you see it on paper, now you can plan things out, right? You know, plan ways to mitigate these risks. Now, the fourth distraction that can affect us from achieving our dreams and goals is discouragement. I want to start with a scripture here. It's in 2 Chronicles 15:7. I found it so profound. I want to share that with you. It's in the book of wisdom. It says, "But as for you, be strong and do not give up, for your work will be rewarded." See, a lot of times when we're working on something, working towards something, we just don't see the results as quickly as we would like, right? So maybe you're working on a certification and you're trying to study towards it. And my goodness, you're realizing that it's taking you time to really allow that information to really get in there and prepare for that exam, towards that certification. And you're discouraged, right? Well, don't give up. Stick with it, right? Because it says here, be strong and don't give up, for your work will be rewarded. Your work will be rewarded. Every hour that you spend studying towards that certification, or every hour that you spend applying for new jobs, right? Or every hour that you spend on that side hustle, building that business, right? Or every hour that you spend or minute you spend looking for that dream home, looking at those dream homes for you, right? Creating that vision board, writing your dreams and goals. All of that is worth something. All of that is worth something. You're planting a seed, right? So you planted a seed, that's your desire, okay? And you're nurturing the soil of your mind, and you're also taking action. As long as you're doing those two things every day, a little bit every day, okay, towards your dreams and goals, you will get there. Know and be confident in the process. You got to trust the process. Life, I'm learning as I get older, it's not about what we achieve per se. It's the person we become. It's who we become along the way. That's the most important thing. That's what we take away. Okay, I remember my mom used to always say, no one takes away your education from you. No one takes away your education from you. And it's true, right? So every time maybe you're going to school right now, right? And you can feel discouraged because it's a lot of work, a lot of studying, right? A lot of learning. And you can feel overwhelmed. Maybe you've got challenges going on, but stick with it, because no one's going to take away the focus, the commitment, your vision, and all of these things from you. It's only making you stronger. Think of a diamond. A diamond is just a piece of coal that has gone through pressure, right? And stress. It's the pressure and the stress that has allowed it to become a diamond, right? You enjoy the diamond. It's very valuable. It's beautiful, isn't it? But here's the thing. What's the most value? It's it's the process. And now it's strong. It can withstand anything, really, right? That's where the value comes in the diamond. It's because it's so strong. It can cut through glass, can't it? Right? And that's because it has gone through the stress and pressure. So and then my message is this: don't negate or be discouraged by the stress and the pressure. It's the stress and pressure that's making you the person that you need to become to achieve what you want to achieve. Okay? So the fifth obstacle and distraction that can affect us from achieving our dreams and goals are people. Yes, I had to go there. I've heard, and I'm sure you have too, if you're watching this video, you've been around personal growth and development books, that you are the average of the 5 people that you keep closest to you. Isn't that right? So, as I was going through my weight loss journey, and I'm still going through that right now, or not just weight loss, but fitness and wellness, health journey, I noticed that I picked up habits that were not conducive to a healthy lifestyle, okay? And as I looked around me, I really didn't have the associates that lined up to the ideal that I wanted for myself. So I had to be purposeful, right, in surrounding myself with friends, with people, where they had health and wellness as a part of their priority and lifestyle. And how did I do that? Well, first of all, I signed up to a gym, right? I actually not just signed up, but I actually went to the classes. I went to Pilates classes. I was surrounded with women that would look so beautiful. I call them swans because they're just, so thin. And that might not be a goal for everyone, but for me, I want to let go of these extra 50 pounds, right? Let go of them so that I can be healthy, right? Long term. So that's where where that's leading me. So anyways, what am I saying is what you want to do is surround, and I also got a personal trainer, and with that personal trainer came the conversations right? And ideas, surrounding myself with health, wellness, fitness, right? And I believe that's making me stronger because my, the people that are around me, right, are talking about these things, living these things, ideas on diet and smoothies and juicing and all of that good stuff. Now I'm surrounded by it. Now it's become a part of my conversation. So I want you in that example to see yourself. Let's say you want to begin investing and the 5 people closest to you, maybe your family and friends, are not really interested in that. So what do you need to do? I'm not telling you to stop talking to them and associating with them. No, I'm telling you, add in people. And maybe that might not necessarily be what I'm doing. But, I'll tell you, I remember when I lived in Ohio, in Cincinnati, and I wanted to begin investing. What did I do? That was not a part of the programming conditioning that I experienced growing up, right? We were not a family of necessarily real estate investors. So I sought out a community, real estate investors, RIA group, locally, and that's how I was able to see other people investing in real estate, learning about how they did that, having these conversations, knowing that there are people just like me, right? I can ask them questions, have conversations, and then guess what? I ended up investing in real estate and things like that. And I also surrounded myself with books. Robert Kiyosaki was one of them. I remember at my lunchtime, I would go to a bookstore called Half Price Books, and I would read all of those Robert Kiyosaki books to just kind of imbue myself with that information. I was surrounded myself with him, right? With his knowledge and expertise. So books, right, will surround you with the experts in that particular field, or seek out meetup groups in your community, right? Or even what you're doing now, YouTube videos. So ultimately what I want you to do is I want you to really have a self-assessment, right? Who are the 5 people closest to you, and do they reflect who you want to become? Okay, and if not, start adding those associates through books, through videos, right? Through communities and things like that. So what I want to encourage you to do as well is, so in conclusion, the 5 distractions and obstacles that affect us from achieving our goals, do you remember? Well, let me see. Limiting beliefs, right? The first one was limiting beliefs. The second one was lack of faith. The third one is risks, right? Mitigating our risks, identifying and mitigating the risks. Discouragement, and people we associate with. So I would encourage you that if this message resonates with you, consider enrolling in my Goals Mastery program. In that program, I'm working with you to identify what your vision and mission are in life. If you want to get some support in getting more clear and having more clarity in what it is that you want in life, that course may be for you. I like to say that if you don't have a clear vision and mission for your life, chances are you're working towards someone else's, whether you know that consciously or not. So go ahead and I want you to feel empowered for your life. Be the main character in your life, okay? Don't be an extra in somebody else's life, okay? So click on the link below in the description box if that interests you. And as always, if you want to increase the quality of your life, consider subscribing. And thank you for sharing this time with me. I hope you got some great suggestions. And if there are other obstacles and distractions that affect you, or you've seen affect others for their dreams and goals, please share them in the comment section below. I'd love to hear them. And I'll see you on the next one. Oceans of love. Till next time.